an island game. It should be pretty interesting. And we have Mirrored Civilization of the Vikings. And yeah, people saying foo and 11. So seems like there was maybe some mind game going on. Not really. And at least not in the chat here. In the pregame chat. Okay, Vikings War should be super standard to the AOC. Normally, guys, we have an option to build the beautiful fire galley, but Vikings the only civilization that have no access to that thing, and therefore we will stay. Oh, actually, demo rafts are even cheaper as well. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Okay. So this should play out pretty standard. Will they play all games today? 100% sure not. I believe they will play 5 games today. Yeah, something around that. Let me take a look at the time. Maybe they will even stop after this one. Best of 21 series is... You have to be pretty crazy to play this in one setting. On one series. Interesting dev dock here by DauT. Something we don't see too often. And the side dock by the Viper. So DauT will try to play this very defensively. But the Viper actually has a super close distance. Relatively speaking. And that's a pretty beautiful dock for him. Crazy like Nilly, yeah. Well, I played a best of 15 series in one day. Oh no, was it best of 11? I think I wanted to do best of 15 series in one day, yeah, but we did go down to best of 11 series. Yeah. A Chinese 2K player once played 65 games in a row, just saying. Of what game? Age of Empires? Okay, good for him. Well, the problem is we have 2K on the line, and then it becomes more about stamina than who's really the better player playing on their A game. Because, for example, the Viper is getting really bad after playing like 6-7 hours, and yeah, so he would absolutely hate to play more than, I would say, 4 hours straight. As we saw, for example, in the China finals. Or on his streams. Okay, very standard game here, guys. No big surprises. We see DauT not going for Loom as well. Let's take a look. He is, did take the war with the scout, and the Viper actually got it with his villagers. Interesting stuff. What's the Viper? One villager ahead. Like a half a villager ahead. How is he what? He just went from 23 villagers to 22. That's interesting. I have no idea how that works. Okay, not the fastest uptimes ever by both players. 10:33 here. But we have to remember, Vikings, the bonus for the docks isn't as big as it was before. So your docks cost more than the 113 from AOC. And most likely a galley war, and I would be super surprised if we don't see the Viper heavily out microing DauT here. Should absolutely be the war that goes into his favor if both players stay on galleys and go for that. And as we see, DauT thinking that he is super safe and going for the 6 fishing ship here. And the other side, we have kind of a risky move by the Viper as well, going for 5. And why am I not seeing more villagers? Okay, one is coming over here to build more docks, and one is coming over here to build more docks. Fishing ship was idle. Dashboard counted as villager. That's interesting. Okay. So WololoKingdoms not completely in sync there with the overlay, but yeah, happens. 1 gold by both players. Interesting. Normally on AC we see 3+2, but for now they're sending 4 instantly. No double bit X so far by DauT. Liking a bit of wood, wants to queue up 2 galleys. He's a bit scared. That's standard thing in AOE2. Okay, then I was just not knowing about this. But seems like today was a good day because I learned something. That's the spirit I'm trying to get with my first graders at the moment. Oh, and the Viper, he's going in the right direction, and that's just so good for him. Oh no, he isn't. Oh no, he isn't, and that's good for DauT. DauT will now come in and will snipe at least 1 fishing ship then. If he's sending like 1 to the front, I think he should always send 2 together. The Viper, oh, whoa. Look at that, DauT going directly the right way, and the Viper, he could have went to the left hand side, but he's going for the right hand side. I believe in general that's the better choice. Let's take a look, those should go back, I believe. No, he's still going. And now the dance begins. We have to take a close look at the KD ratio there. And who will perform better on that one. And the fletching timings as well. We see the blacksmiths here for the Viper. On the other side, we see the blacksmiths a bit earlier from DauT, who is still half a villager behind. The Viper already adding farms even. Interesting stuff. Now going for loom. Okay. Fletching for DauT on the way, even repairing some of his galleys. The Viper is getting fletching as well, will be 18 seconds later. Let's take a look if he's trying to take the engagement. Getting some shots done, and for now, nice outnumbering here. It's 6 against 7, and fletching is now finishing for the Viper any second. Take a look, this villager is still without loom. Could be something to snag for the Viper, and that's a lost galley for pretty sure. At least he loses a lot of HP on it. And is trying to micro back, sending another villager to the front. And the Viper's waypoint just, so much more like DauT's waypoint, just so too bad. And now sneaking around with those 2 galleys, funnily enough. And what is he doing now? Oh god, losing another galley here, and that's what I said. The micro is just so much better, and it's 3 against 0 kills. Make that 4 against 0 kills. The Viper just in full control. Now blocking the fishing ships here at the back as well. And DauT, for example, big problem for DauT. He doesn't even have a solid block hotkey. He always presses, I believe, like Control C or something, or Control S. And that's the first loss here for the Viper, and it's 5-1. Might even lose that village over here. Let's take a look. And he finally gets a second one. Fishing ship, 5 HP, and done as well, 6-2. The Viper is just in full control here, sending in more and more over. Fishing ship, the numbers were better for DauT, now that's better for the Viper as well. Military count is higher, villager count is evened out, maybe a bit better for DauT by 0.9 or something. 7-2 kills, and that's what I said before. All those micro galley wars, I believe that's not really DauT's thing. And look at the scores as well, 2.1k. Now the Viper even up. Look at that, DauT at 300 food. So even in that regard, the Viper completely dominating him, and that's not 2 players on the same level in this game. And actually the start went perfect for DauT as well, so I don't want to see a Rooster or Baltic game of those 2 players against each other. The Viper, just perfect with his control, so on point. Gold mining upgrade as well. And now chasing down those galleys, the Viper absolutely in full control. DauT might think, okay, maybe I can do some sneaky things. I might be up castle age a bit earlier, but not going to happen here. If DauT beats Viper on water, I eat my computer. Well, I think you won't need to eat him this game. Now you can see normally on AOC you would see the galleys surrounding all the docks, but the Viper is a bit scared of potential demo ships in fuel age coming out, so he keeps a bit of the distance. Now that's actually a bad placement by him. We could have eaten like 2 demo ships there, or 2 demo ships, but stay safe for now. DauT up to castle 21:52, not the worst time, but Not the best time, because the best time is on the other side of the map. It's from the Viper. Okay, let's think about what are DauT's options now. Winning the water straight up? Not really. Sniping some fishing ship to even it out. A good start. He will lose at least another dock. Is he trying to redock somewhere? Not really. Is he trying to land somewhere? Let's go into his point of view. What is he seeing? He got some snipes. That's good for him. More galley upgrade will finish faster. Botkin arrow already done. I don't see ballistics yet. Let's take a look. Is he building a university? No. That's interesting. So the Viper is overconfident here. Thinks he won the water or won't get into a fight pretty early on. And that's why he's building the TC before the university. He knows he will get into the fight. Actually, in this moment, ballistics would be so nice for him. But, oh, even going for the longboat! That's super sweet for him as well. In the expansions, we don't need castles anymore to go for the longboats. So, yeah, nice knowledge there, getting some more villager kills. DauT still without loom and cannot research him now because he is taking 2 castle age. So, longboat action! Oof. Yeah, only Gold Rush was surprising so far, indeed, Peacock Rampage. And without getting 1 kill off, he's going for Bowsaw instead of Botkin Arrow and War Galley. Oh, now he's going for War Galley. War Galley is buying some food. He's heading to ExoTC, so that's pretty good for him. But let's take a look how they're microing it here. DauT has so much more. And scaring the Viper away. Ship count is only 2-0 now. What is this? Is this second or? Yeah, it is a second. It felt so weird. It looked so weird. Oh man, I was clicking it 3 times, but I always click the top one. Okay, let's take a look. That's maybe an engagement that DauT can take ballistics. Absolutely needed, especially for the longboats. And yeah, those 2 fishing ships will probably fall if DauT wants to snipe them. But for now, it's just a dance. And yeah, DauT without the +2, and he is resigning this at a weird time, I would say. He was taking quite a reasonable engagement here at the front, but yeah, he was heavily behind. We can agree on that. The Viper was adding even crossbows here. That's interesting. And yeah, that would have been annoying. Let's take a look. Is he adding more longboats? Yes. And no transporter. Was he landing something that I missed? No, not really. But yeah, just the unit control was so dominating here, and oh god, I would be surprised if DauT wins a lot of water games. KD 2-1, and the start of, I believe, 4-0 was just too much in his face there. Ego is much better as well, therefore, because he just got to castle age a bit earlier, so getting handcard for free. And that's pretty dominant so far, at least on the water.